everybody, this is Angela Savage, the daughter of IndyCar driver Swede Savage. It's time to watch stories from motorsports. My buddy, Doug Kenny, loves to share the journey of people in racing, and he is an amazing dude. Drivers, owners, fans, and team members, watch the SFM podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports. I'd like to thank my buddy Josh Mabe for the YouTube work he did years ago that inspired me to create this platform. I'd like to thank my buddy Victor Sifton for convincing me to get back into it after my hiatus from 2017 to 2019. I have a very special treat for you all today with an amazing journey from an amazing racing figure. Drivers, start your engines.
Positive way. And you actually, though, one of the tracks that actually does pretty good with some of that is Iowa. NASCAR shows okay there. It's not the best track for them, but they can race there. But it's a good track for IndyCar too. It's a little bit small, but whatever. It's fun.
Yeah. What's your best memory in racing?
Well, there is one. I don't know. I mean, like winning the Trans Am race at Watkins Glen in 1990. Finishing second was my teammate Tommy Kendall, and finishing third was Ron Fellows in a Roush Ford, in a factory Ford. Tommy and I were in the factory Chevy Berettas. So that's a special day. So why is it a special day? Okay, winning for sure. But it wasn't just winning the race. It was who was second and who was third. The guys that were second and third are Hall of Famers. Yeah. Okay, so that day I was better than two Hall of Famers. I'm not advocating for myself to be anyone in any Hall of Fame, but I'm saying, so what are special memories? Those are the types of things that are special memories. That make it a great day. That's what makes it a great day, is not just the achievement of winning, but the achievement of who did you beat? Because at the end of the day, any satisfaction of winning in that achievement, it's only good if you've accomplished it by beating a worthy opponent. And the more worthy the opponent, the better the satisfaction. Because you look at the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror and know if it's a legit deal or not, right?
Yeah.
And, so that's a very special one. I'll give you another one that's sort of different from that. My friend Ron Burton, the artist, who I mentioned a bit. I was rummaging through his studio in Speedway, Indiana. This was back in the 1980s. This would have been probably around 87, 88, something like that. So you could figure it out because Al was back driving for Penske. But Al Senior, that is. But anyways, I found two things in particular. I found print number 3 of a painting that he had done called Duel in the Dirt, which was an oil painting. The original was an oil painting that was of Al Unser Senior and Mario in the Vels Parnelli Jones USAC Championship dirt cars. Mm-hmm. And Al had print 1. Mario had print 2, and in those days, Ron still had the original. He wouldn't sell it. Al had print 1 because he won the race. Mario print 2 because he was second in that race.
Yeah.
I found print number 3. So I took print 3. I had Ron sign it, and then I went over to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It was during the month of May. Went over to the Speedway. I had Mario sign it. Mario signed it in pit lane. And then I went into the Penske garage, and Al signed it. And when Al signed it, a bunch of the guys in the Penske team, the mechanics and whatnot, came around, and he told the story of the race. He told how he battled Mario, and he basically told a few minutes story of that race. And see, now that's a special memory, and that's right up there with, winning a race to me, because those are the memories that are important, the things that you take with you, and that was just one of the coolest days, of all time. And I also the ink drawing that I have of Mario's World Championship. I also took that on that same day from Burton's studio, and Mario signed that also for me in the pits in Indy. But hearing Al tell that story was just it was phenomenal.
Yeah, it's the source itself,
Yeah, no, it's totally cool.
Yeah, do you want to hear a similar experience I had?
Of course.
When I was in Nashville for that Grand Prix in 2021, within 10 minutes of arriving for the whole weekend, meaning the 4 days there,
right,
I knew right away it was going to be a great weekend, because I entered the track with my ticket, and the first person I run into, or he ran into me literally in this case, was Roger Penske in his golf cart.
Oh, in the golf cart, right.
I just remember feeling like a tap after a screeching sound, and got a bruise out of it, and then I saw it was behind the wheel, it was Penske, and I just got to have a picture with him and chat with him for a bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was a good moment. And then I remember meeting little Al later on, Al Unser Junior, and he was dealing with the loss of his uncle Bobby, and then his cousin Bobby Jr.
Right.
And so I expressed my condolences to him, and asked him a story about Bobby, and he told me about his reaction to when Bobby won his third Indy win, and then he told me a story about what it felt like winning number 2 for himself.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told me how he was able to pull off that victory against Emerson Fittipaldi, because he said he was coming for Fittipaldi during those final laps,
right,
and then Fittipaldi, out of nervousness, went out of the groove and hit the wall, allowing Al Jr. to win.
Let's face it, that was even though it was only for a few years, because there was a big age difference between Mo and Al Jr. But let's face it, looking back, those two guys had some crazy ass good races at Indianapolis. I mean, they put on a hell of a show. Neither one was given an inch. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the display by Al Jr. in 1989, when a similar thing from 94 happened between Fittipaldi and him, but with Unser as the losing end.
Right.
That thumbs up he gave him, that was very worthy.
Like I said earlier, in a different context, you know what's up. Drivers know. They even in the moment, they know if it's a great race.
Yeah.
And there's something special about it. It's and that's even cooler. That they have that ability to realize that
and to do it graciously.
Absolutely. Even in losing, even in defeat,
Yeah. It was Mo's year in 1989, and then Unser's year in 92, and 94.
Right. Yeah.
It's just racers not giving up,
Absolutely. Well, they're literally willing to lay it all out there for the same prize. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. You want to show us some of your merch?
Of course.
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did so, and please continue supporting our amazing guest. And everybody, we'll see you next time on SFM.
Hi, this is Ted Warner speaking. While the checkered flag is waved for this program, stay tuned for next week for the next episode of SFM. Thanks to Doug Kenny for what he does for motorsports.